Hello everyone! Welcome back to this video. This is part 2 of this series. Hello everyone! Welcome back to the video. This is part 2 of the series I'm doing about minimalism in technology. First video was about browsers, logos, and in this video I'm talking about the desktop interfaces and software. And so I want to get started and talk about this, talk about more so what you see as you're on the computer, you're on the laptop, you're on the PC, right? And what do you first see? What do you first see? And what do the companies portray to you? You know what I mean? And the graphic design. And so I wanted to go ahead and compare the graphic design elements of the past, even 2010s, which wasn't too long ago, towards the more, the last 5 years, which has been definitely more minimalistic. I wanted to compare them and show you how different things have changed over time. Even just a short amount of time. This is like 5 years ago, right? And before that, it was like the norm to have maximalism everywhere. But this time, it's changing, and I'm going to show you how. So let's look at this one. This is a version of Mac OS X. As you can see, it came out in 2003, special year for me. This is one desktop interface I never used because obviously I was too young. I was too young. So, but this is one I found, and I'd never seen it before, honestly. So that shows how young I am, I guess. But I really found it nice, actually, and very similar to how all the Mac interfaces had been. They all look very consistent. I mean, compared to Windows, right? They're different. They're definitely different. Windows has been very much experimental and trying different things. Sometimes people say that it's a failure, it doesn't work, but we've been trying a lot of different things. But Mac have basically stayed the same for the good chunk of, almost 20 years. So if you look at this one, you can see how kind of bulky. I mean, I guess in our point of view, right? In a minimalist environment, but how bulky and how kind of clunky the icons look here. This all looks normal. It's all the same. I mean, I'm used to this kind of stuff. That's why I'm saying it looks very similar. But this kind of stuff, the Internet Explorer logo. This looks like American Online. And just a lot of icons I've never seen before. Some of them I don't know. A light switch apparently. But they kind of look a little bit more, really detailed, someone put really a lot of time and effort into each icon, and let's just go ahead and see what happens over time. But as you can see, a lot of blue is favored, a lot of colors like that, white, as you can see that the whole blue and white is the most favored theme here, with Apple, and different hues of blue, but you can see it's very detailed, very much love of shadows and gradients here. But let's see what happens. Let's move on. So this is the MacBook Air, same desktop interface. As you know, doesn't matter if it's a Mac or a laptop. This is from mid-2012. It says it right here. And this is kind of a laptop I got. I got one in 2013. It was either an Air or a Pro. I want to say it's a Pro. But yeah, this is also a nice. This is kind of thing I grew up with. I have this kind of the same background. So I know this one too. This is actually a 10.9.1, and I have a Mac, which is a 10.9.5, so basically same design. Honestly, it's the same thing you'll find on both. 10.9s are the same. So you can see here, kind of different, kind of a little bit simplified, I guess. Not as harsh, I guess, on the eyes as this one was. A little bit too much, I guess, but this one is more simplified. Nicer. I guess because I'm used to it too, maybe. I'm used to seeing this all the time. This is the one I grew up with. Others grew up with this Mac version, and they're definitely say that's better. This is one I know. A lot more icons, apps are included this time, and just still a lot of gradients and shadows. That's maximalism for you, but still nice and a nice MacBook interface. Now this takes a huge turn when we go to macOS Sierra, which you can see here, came out in early 2015. This one is definitely different, and I was really shocked. I've never used this kind of Mac before. I actually haven't. I'm using the Windows, so I haven't used many Macs recently. This one I was surprised with this, like a voice recognition, like kind of a Siri, well, Siri, I guess, on a Mac this time, instead of a mobile device. But it's nice. It's very much flat if you compare to these ones here, this whole, area here. It's a lot more flat. You can see it's a lot more flat, and there's no shadows at all. There's none of that. And you can see here there were shadows here. There's shadows of the icons. If you look very carefully, there's shadows, and even the Mac logo has a gradient. But here you see nothing of that. No shadows here. Everything is flat. Everything is completely flat. Nothing is popping out like you'd see here. Popping out, coming off of the screen, looking very much like, oh, you know, it's come to life. But here it's flat, which I guess can take away from the feeling, you could say, of, oh, you know, it's so, you know, it's kind of not as lively in a way. And as you can see here, things just look different. They just look different. And that's the thing you found out. But can I be honest though, the pictures in the background have gotten much better over time with the terrain and the Sierra Nevada mountains. So that's something that I would really enjoy. And I kind of find it funny. You can see here, look, Finder, the Finder app. It looks completely different than what it was before. Much more different, less detailed here. That's just an example of how the icons have changed as well. This one looks like a huge interface. This one is High Sierra, I believe. No, sorry, it's not High Sierra. I forgot the name, but it's one of the recent ones. It's like came out. It's like the second to latest version. Yes, of the. I had the name. I'm sorry, but second to latest version, the one that I think people are using right now. So yeah, it's a very nice. I like it. I like how it looks. Honestly, the picture's obviously amazing. Huge interface. I guess this is a Mac. But icons definitely a lot simpler. But you know what? I think it's better. I think they look a little bit nicer, more organized. Especially these ones over here. But everything you can say, still flat, very much kind of like that. But a lot of bright colors, which I appreciate. They didn't make it like really dark or you know, grays and all that stuff. It's bright colors, which I feel like it makes up for the flatness that you see here. As you can see in the first one, a lot of kind of not as bright colors, kind of just, you know, it had shadows and everything, but it wasn't as bright. It was just a blue and white kind of combination. Now this one is the one that will be coming out soon. The name I forgot, I'm sorry. I had a whole names. I had a number of names. I knew all the Mac names. I think Panther, Lion, everything, Snow Tiger. But these ones look different, and take a look at this right now. Take a look at this here, this interface. Sorry, not interface. This part here. I know there's a name for it, but it was square before, and even here it used to be, interestingly enough, it used to be a square rectangle. I mean, then it was kind of a rectangle, like kind of a table. It was kind of tilted. And then it became a rectangle again, obviously much more flatter. And then it's now a rectangle here, but then now it's more of a rounded circle. And so I think, yeah, minimalism also really favors, in a way, kind of rounded corners, rounded areas. Not as much as something that you would find like harsh lines and geometric shapes that are very, you know, definite. They like to have a little bit more smoothness, which I kind of like about that. As you can see here, it's a different just space here. Even the apps look different. They look, you know, not square shaped, but look a lot more just rounded, which is really interesting because it looks like the apps on the phone. And as you can see here, it's just very much nice in a way. I think I like it. And the color background, I mean, they used to use all these landscapes, right? But now it's much more different. This is minimalism. I think the epitome of minimalism right here. This whole interface just shows if you want to have any idea of minimalism, it's right here for you. Now, non-gilded background, but still, you know, kind of conveys a mountain ridge in a way, which I think Mac has been loving since since High Sierra, since Sierra, these mountain ranges. But now it's much more kind of indefinite, but still you can kind of see it. Actually, you know what, Ms. It's vague. It's really vague, but you still can understand it, which I think is really cool. Now, this is another thing I wanted to share with you guys, which is another logo. Another one that I wanted to see with you, is this logo, which has been changing a lot. This logo is very old, by the way. This one I grew up with, on the Windows platforms. This is Internet Explorer, and as you can see here, more shadow behind that yellow, kind of like a Saturn's ring right here, but less shadow around this time. This is very old, very much a lot of gradients, very much darker on the middle, lighter here. But when you get to this logo, it does change and it becomes less of that. It's more blue all over, not changing blues, different hues. And finally we get to this one, which is a new logo. Totally took everything away. Just totally took everything away. There's no yellow orb, there's no yellow anything here. It's all blue. There's no shadows, nothing is really happening. We don't really understand. Everything went. It's just a blue logo, and they still have the Saturn's ring around it, but it's much less, I guess. You can kind of understand what's happening, but it's a little bit harder to know what's being conveyed, unless it was yellow, which would make it easier, but now it's all blue. And it's very flat. There's no shadows, no nothing, compared to these ones, which more allowed kind of depth to it. Very flat. This is Microsoft Edge, which is, related to Internet Explorer. This is how it used to look. And now actually Edge has replaced Explorer, I think, because it's like no longer in Explorer use. But here, very much simpler already to begin with, but this one is very much just different, like a wave, which I think is interesting.